Pixie,
Yes, Winnie.
are you ready to hear about some rat?
Yes, I'm not as ready as I was a couple days ago when I thought it was a different kind of rat. But yes, I am ready. I am braced.
This is not Ratatouille. This is not a cooking game.
Okay,
These are, France rats. I guess Ratatouille is French too, but this is like, plague. And
plague rats.
these are plague rats. They will kill you.
Uh,
You ready?
I guess.
Let's dive in. This is Plague Tale. The first game is called Innocence. We have our main two characters here, Amicia and Hugo. So I'll start this so you can look at this. Hold on,
Ah,
my
ew.
my
Oh my
screen
God.
went black.
Ugh. That looks so gross. Ugh. My toes are curled.
So our
Like I
story,
lifted my feet up off the floor and I put my feet up on my chair.
yeah, it was like it's awful every time you turn it on, and then that's what you get to see. So we start off with our main character Amicia with her father, and she's a bit of the rich girl of the area. I don't really, she's a noble, and we learn that she has a younger brother that is kept away from her. Like think of Elsa and Anna, where she doesn't get to see her sister. That's how Amicia is with her brother Hugo. Hugo is the Elsa of this game.
Okay.
And she doesn't know why. And then the mom, she doesn't see her mom too often either because her mom is always with the brother, taking care of her brother. So she's very close with her dad, who teaches her
Okay.
how to use a slingshot. So Amicia's weapon of the game is a slingshot. So she's out hunting with her dad. Her dog goes off running, and so she's off finding her dog. And then she finds her dog like in this really creepy pit. This game is going to be very
Oh,
sad. It's
oh
a dark
no.
game.
Okay.
While playing it, I always think like, would I recommend it to you, or who would I recommend this to? And I would just say right away, like, I would not recommend this. Like, it's not relaxing. It's very stressful. There's a lot of
Oh
stressful
no.
parts in this game. Like, it's tedious.
Yeah, right.
So, like, as I was playing it, there came a part, and I'll talk about it in a minute, where I was like, "There's no way I could recommend this to you. Like, I can't." So, to anyone that gets nervous easily,
No, the dog. Not the dog. Oh, the dog. No, no, the dog.
so after this, they run straight back home where we where we
The dog. Why is it always the dog?
because she loved her dog. That's why it's always the thing that you love the most. And so
That's
she
so
goes back home,
sad.
and then she's looking for her mom. So soon after she finds her mom, their home is under attack. So these people are actually looking for her brother. She doesn't know why. She doesn't know anything about her brother. But all of a sudden, they're under attack. She has to get out of there. And so you are now in charge of keeping your brother alive.
But she doesn't know why.
She doesn't know why. She has no idea what's going on.
Hmm.
She doesn't know her brother. She's maybe seen him three times, their whole life. So Amicia is 15 years old. Hugo, I think, is about 5 or 6. I'm gonna go with 6. Like, I think he's way too old maturely to be a 5-year-old. I'm gonna go with the 6. But so it becomes your job to keep your brother safe and get out of here safely. So as you can see, it's a stealth game. It's a running game. It's a survival game. It's a stressful game.
Yeah.
At first glance, like, it seems like you can handle the stress, but over time, it's just like it's continuous of run, sneak. So the game is that you need to protect your brother. And then later you find out that your brother actually has this condition. He gets headaches. So, like, one of your first experiences with him is that he has this horrible headache, and the mom has to kind of calm him down. Oh, yeah, your mom dies. The mom dies as you're trying to
Of
escape.
course, the mom always dies, right?
She is.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Here's what bugs me though. It's like she's like, "Mom, I need you." And she just closed the door. This mom could have escaped with her. Like, this mom chose a weird way out. She could have left too, is all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
So now you are alone taking care of your brother. You do not have your mom anymore.
R.I.P., mom. She was beautiful.
She was a terrible mother though. I don't like her. Her character,
Oh, really? Oh, no.
so her character, like, like Anna and Elsa's parents, how instead of like explaining things to your kid, like your sister has,
Oh,
I know like they want her to forget all this stuff, but instead of like being an adult and talking about things, you just
yeah.
don't talk about anything, and then no one knows what's going on, and then everyone's just angry and neglected.
And it creates more problems than if you just explained it.
Yes, exactly, which is what the mom
Hmm.
could have done. So now you have a
Right.
really sick brother. You have no idea what's wrong with your brother because your mom never told you that your brother has a weird condition that is actually kind of controlling the rats because
What?
that's what, yeah, so
He's
you
a rat boy.
he is a rat boy, but you have no idea what that even means because you just hear his condition and his headaches, and something about
Hmm.
him has to do with the rats. But you don't know what that means because you're a 15-year-old girl
Okay.
that no one ever told these things to.
Right.
And now you're in charge of your rat boy brother.
Your rat boy brother. Oh gosh.
And so their mission right now is to get to this alchemist. So what's really fun about this game is that you learn alchemy. So with her slingshot and everything, she later on will learn alchemy and how to fight off foes with that.
Okay.
But so right now her mission is to get Hugo to the alchemist because he should know some things to help the brother's condition.
Okay.
Along the way, you're just attacked all the time by soldiers. You're trying to hide from soldiers. You get to the city and like it's so gruesome. So the
Hmm.
plague is going around in the city. There's doors with like the X's on it, and people are scared. There's soldiers everywhere that are attacking people, and they especially want you. They know who you are because you're the noble of the town.
Okay.
And they know that they want to get you. And all like even the villagers, the big powerful villagers want to get you too because they're just I don't know, they're an obstacle too. So
Hmm.
it's all the challenges. So you go to the alchemist, and then of course things can't go right. The alchemist is really sick. He's really old, but you get to meet his
Hmm.
apprentice named Lucas, who's like a 13-year-old boy. So he's a little bit younger than you, but he's his apprentice and he knows a little bit of what's going on. He knows about Hugo's condition and
Hmm.
all of a sudden like so this is the part though where it's like really stressful and this is where I immediately said like I don't think you should play this game because there some of the obstacles are also the rats where you have
Right.
to get away from the rats. The rats don't like fire, which is where the alchemy comes in. Lucas teaches you how to create like a fire that you can also throw. So with her slingshot, she can also throw fire. And one of the things that's really annoying with the game is like you also have to collect your rocks. You have to collect the bits and pieces that will lead to your alchemy, like what she's doing right here. I mean, it's really neat. I liked the alchemy part. I liked the little slingshot part. But so you literally have to lead a pig to his death so that
Yeah.
oh my gosh, that was so traumatizing. And then Hugo is all mad at you
Yeah.
too because he likes the pig, and then you kill the pig, and he's mad at you for killing the pig and makes you feel even more guilty for it.
Yeah,
I
it's
felt,
definitely not my kind of game. I
oh
would
my
be
gosh,
like, okay, I'm done now.
I felt so
Aw.
horrible. Like doing this made me feel so horrible.
I'm not gonna look. It's making me feel sad.
Right, I'm sorry. I had to experience it and it was terrible. And then Hugo makes
Uh,
you feel like crap too. I already feel like crap.
well, I have a question though. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, these rats are a really big problem in this world. So why don't they like set out poison or something? Why are they just let to be out and free and rabid and crazy like that and diseased? Why aren't they like putting out poison traps and stuff? You know what I mean?
I think at this time it's more they're caught off guard and don't know what to do. I don't know what kind of poison this is 1800 France, so I don't know if what kind of poison they had at this time, but
Pretty
it's
sure they had
also,
arsenic.
well, that's
Well,
true.
they
I
put
mean,
it
there's
in
definitely
makeup
times like
though.
get a
So,
bunch of fire. They hate the fire,
uh,
but
yeah, they were too busy putting the arsenic in the makeup, right?
in the makeup, oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, and beauty stuff back then had a lot of horrible ingredients.
Yeah, that's true. But so with soldiers and rats, those are your obstacles. Soldiers, you have to evade, you got to sneak around them, throw rocks at, piles of helmets that are just laying around at times for you to make a clinky noise. And they go, "What's that?" And they go to it. And then the rats, you have to get like your little fire, and your friends crouch around you, and you have to make a pathway however you can to make them disperse. So
Right.
that's the rats. And then like, later on as your alchemy grows, you get other things. Like you get like a this weird thing that rats like. Like you throw it and then the rats will run to it. I think there's like three things. The fire, the things that make the rats that they like to eat. There's one other thing I can't remember right now. But the thing I liked about this game is that you gain these little friends of yours, like Lucas here. There's so many times throughout the game where I'm like, you better not kill Lucas. Like, I will riot if Lucas dies. Lucas is the best boy of this game. And
Aw.
I can't tell you like how many times like I cursed while playing this game because like Hugo and Amicia are both kind of brats. Yeah, and like, but the thing I liked about it is like they're kids. Amicia like had this huge responsibility just dumped on her, and she did take it without complaining. Like she's fine taking care of her brother, but then there's times where Hugo annoys her, and and she gets mad at him. There was one time where she got mad at him, like, damn, Amicia, like, chill. He didn't even do anything wrong. He just like wanted to hold her hand, and she's like, get away from me. And I was like, that's a little out of pocket because a moment ago you were just like how much you care about your brother. So that was kind of funny where I was like, geez, chill. But I think they captured a 15-year-old girl very well in this game. What's interesting is you feel very powerless being her, like as you should.
Yeah.
She's small. She's a girl with a little boy that she has to take care of. I think they capture that later on. You collect more friends as you go progress through the story, which I thought was really neat too. There's
You
a girl
collect people.
you collect people, and it's like, how often does that happen in a game? Like, where you have like friends come with you. Her name is Melly, I think, and it was like, oh my gosh, we get a little girlfriend too. We get Lucas, we get
Oh,
a girlfriend
cute.
because there's a time where her and Hugo gets captured, so she goes to save Hugo, and Melly helps her, and she's got a twin brother. I can't remember his name, and they help them escape, and it was just that was really neat to me. And then her goal right now, like there's no goal because the alchemist is dead. She doesn't know what to do with her brother. What she wants is like
Hmm.
a safe place to be, away from soldiers, away from rats. And so the little friends
Yeah.
find like this castle like area. And so that's kind of what they do. They make a home. I thought that was kind of neat. There were so many times though with Hugo where he just like will run off. And as I'm playing, like, with cursing, I'm just like, damn it, Hugo, get back here. Hugo! Damn it, Hugo. What the like we are in the middle of a plague being chased by soldiers, Hugo. Get the back here. What are you doing? Pissed me off.
That does sound annoying.
It was like, what the heck, dude? Like, you have never been out in this world before. You are a 6-year-old boy who's never experienced anything besides his room. What are you doing running off? Like, there's just times like he wants to run off and look at flowers and stuff. It's like, damn it, Hugo, we cannot just look at flowers. Gotta get out of here. We're about to be murdered. My gosh. So there's a lot of cursing at that.
Hmm.
There's there's times throughout the game too where you have to like put out fires to bring the rats to places and then light fires. I kid you not, like with this game, like there's so much throwing, but like just like so repetitive at times. You have to put out a fire. Over here, you got to put in a fire that I started dreaming about it. Like luckily I
You
did.
were dreaming about it?
I started dreaming about like just lighting fires, like like this, like you just lighting fires. I started dreaming about that.
Oh,
Like,
really?
yeah,
Dreaming that you were playing the game or that you yourself were lighting the fires?
I was lighting fires. There was no rats, luckily, in my dream, but it was just walking and throwing shit to put out a fire. Like, if you play Tetris or Sudoku for too long,
Yeah.
you'll start having dreams of like organizing the things or putting in the numbers.
Yes.
That's what this
Yeah.
did for me.
That's such a, I'm glad it was that though and not the rats. Oh my gosh.
Right? I'm glad it wasn't the rats too, but it was just like, what a boring dream. It's just tediously lighting beacons. It's tedious. Like it came to a point like luckily this game is not too long. Like you can beat it pretty quick. It's just tedious of all the sneaking around and slingshotting and fire lighting and avoiding rats. Like it came to a part where I was just like, "Oh my gosh, I'm tired of this." And then we
It's
get
enough
to the part
slices.
the no slices, yes. And then it came to a part, finally, where you're Hugo. So there comes a part where you play as Hugo rescuing your mom. This is the part where I had to tell my husband, I was like, I can't do this. I do not want to be Hugo just sneaking. Like it was too much. I think the problem for me with the game also is it's kind of like
Wait, you didn't want to be him because you hate him or because it was stressful?
it wasn't stressful. It's just throughout the game, you're sneaking around, you're evading. And when
Hmm.
I got to Hugo, I was like, I can't do it. I don't want to
It was
do
just too
this.
much.
I'm tired. Like my brain was so tired of sneaking around. And then I'm just him. I can't even use a slingshot to defend myself. It's so
I see.
it was more of just like my brain was like, I don't want to. I don't want to.
Right. No, I get
So
it. That makes sense.
I made my husband do this part with Hugo. I was like, I don't want to be Hugo. And then the structure of the game too was really frustrating because it's like the world is literally like if you think of a maze with clutter around it. So it's kind of like your goal from A to B. It's not open world, which is fine, but with a lot of worlds like you can run around still. And it's kind of like
Yeah,
you go through here, you go through here, you go through here to get to the next cutscene type thing. Sneak through here
right,
to get to over here. And I mean, I think that's what makes it kind of tedious. Like you can't really explore it all. And so
right.
it's just get to your next destination. And then with Hugo's world, it was really weird because there's times where you're sneaking and like you go through like cabinet or whatever, like you can crawl through these cabinets. Like imagine your kitchen, you open like your bottom cabinet, and then imagine there's like a
Uh-huh.
hole through your cabinet that leads to the other side of your room. Like
Ugh.
what is that? Like the design is what was
What's with all the rats and under? What's going on? What's
oh,
going
oh
on
my
the screen? Oh my gosh.
Okay, there's a
Sorry.
villain in
Ugh.
this. No, no, I forgot about the villain because I was telling you that first part of the story. There's a villain in this who is basically the Pope. Your enemy of this game is the Pope because the Pope wants Hugo's power. And the Pope
Well, what
wants
is Hugo's power? Just controlling rats?
it's controlling rats. And supposedly, like, here's the thing, I don't think the game makers know what Hugo's real stuff is either. They call it the macula. It's never explained, just so you know. We don't know what the macula is. The creators don't know what the macula is. Right now, we just know the macula has something to do with rats. But it helps give Hugo the power to control them.
Then why isn't he controlling them? They seem pretty out of control. Or does he not know?
He doesn't know how to control the rats. But
I
what's
see.
also annoying is that in the beginning of the game, the rats will eat Hugo despite him having this macula thing. And I don't
Then what's
understand
the
why
point
they
of having the power?
exactly. That's a good
That's a whack
question.
ass power. I would want a refund. That doesn't sound like that sounds useless.
Yeah, I agree. No, it's a very poorly explained power for sure. I don't think he should ever be eaten by the rats if he has this power, but it's not until after he kind of learns to control his power, which is after he rescues his mom, that he
Okay.
learns how to control them a little bit more. But yeah, so
Okay.
your enemy in this is the Pope, and right now the Pope is what's doing like the weird experiments on people. You find out through Hugo's point of view that he's like draining people's blood and to feed the
Ugh.
rats. And
Ugh.
when he captures Hugo here, he takes Hugo's blood and he gives it to himself in hopes of being able to have the power. And
That's kind of rude.
it's very rude. Yeah, I mean, it is the Pope. It is an evil Pope, so we can't expect nice things.
Right.
In attempts to save his mom, Hugo and the mom get recaptured. And then in the process of getting recaptured, Hugo also like gets this extra knowledge of the rats or whatever. So he saves his mom, he collects more powers and can control the rats. But the Pope holds the mom against Hugo, saying, because like I said, they get recaptured, and he tells
Yeah.
him like he'll kill the mom if he doesn't work for him, basically. So there's a secret book that talks about the macula that Amicia decides she needs to get so that Lucas can try making this potion that will hopefully cure Hugo. So Melly decides to go save her brother, and she takes Amicia with her into the city, and then they go their separate ways, and she has to like go to this monastery. That's where the book is being held. That's where we learn that the Pope is the bad guy, is through Amicia trying to find the book, and then she sees like the really creepy Pope.
Okay.
It's also where she ends up meeting Roderick. And he's like the big muscly guy. So you collect a third friend. He like his dad was like a what are they called? Like a smith, I think. So he's a smith and they help to make this area in the church. Then later on, Hugo
Yeah.
finds out that, or they find out because Melly's brother gets kidnapped in the process of trying to help them. And then when she brings the brother back, we find out that their mom, whose name is Beatrice, is still alive. So their mother is alive. She's not dead.
Okay.
But Hugo, they think Hugo's asleep, and he overhears that their mom is alive. And Amicia lies to him because I think he asked her, "Do you think, where's mommy? Do you think she's okay?" or whatever. And Amicia lies, like, she says, like, yeah, she's dead. But he knows that the mom's alive. The macula makes Hugo really sick, and he ends up, like, passing out. So Amicia and Lucas, after that, need to work together to go all the way back to Amicia's home because there's a secret there that the mom left behind, she's sure. So they want to get to the mom's lab. So they go, and here's what's really weird is like when she goes back to her home, there's like bodies of the servants that worked for her, and they're like intact. The rats left them alone. And so you start to think
What?
like, yeah, so it's like a mystery, like, oh my gosh. And then you kind of start thinking like, oh, I think the mom was creating like a cure because that's kind of what the mom is doing. The mom is also an alchemist, and we're assuming like she must have been working on a cure for Hugo because, and then these like servants took the cure probably because like how are the rats not bothering them? Like
Right.
the rats left them alone. So spoil alert, like that nothing comes from that. I'll have so many more complaints about this in a minute, but I thought I'd
Wait,
let
they
you
don't
know.
explain that?
They will never explain it. You'll never know what that was about because they like ditched the idea or something. But like the
Oh.
mom, there was a cure, there was something there. Like there's no way that these rats wouldn't eat the servants.
Huh. Well, is the little boy like unknowingly controlling them the whole time? Like maybe he didn't want them to be eaten? I don't
No,
like, you know,
no,
they
no.
don't explain it?
No, and it's not the little boy controlling them because like they eat all the soldiers, but they
Oh, okay.
leave the servants. You again, you know that the mom is working on something. But
Hmm.
Amicia and Lucas at this point are working together to find out what the mom's like hidden secrets are, basically, what she has been working on. So they go to the house and then there's nothing there. The mom didn't leave anything behind. And then she's like, wait a minute, my mom had like this secret basement that I wasn't allowed to go to. So then they have to go find the secret basement or secret laboratory or whatever, her and Lucas. And the game was obviously trying to play a weird thing because like there's a big creepy picture of like a pregnant mom and then like there's obviously like a weird history. And the mom creeped me out because of like
Their mom?
yeah, their mom, Beatrice. She creeped me out. I think like the weird pregnant mom with the baby macula thing, like I don't know, it was weird. But anyways, they're able to make like the weird cure for Hugo. With that book, are able to make Hugo a potion to help with his headaches and everything and help like his powers not go crazy.
Hmm.
So with the potion, they go back to the castle and they give it to Hugo, and right away they can tell that Hugo's getting better. And then Amicia falls asleep. She wakes up and Hugo is gone. She tries chasing after him, but he gets away. And then a couple of months go by, and then Hugo returns. And then he comes back with like this big scary executioner guy. And that pissed me off. Inquisitor,
Yikes.
okay. Executioner, Inquisitor. So what I liked with this game too is that time passes and you see it like when they're at their little castle right now, it's snowing. They'll like say months go by. I liked the passage of time in the game. Like I like when games do that. So she's kind of made this her home with her little group of friends that you've collected, but it all gets ruined when Hugo brings Executioner to your home
Oh no.
and
Dang
gets
it, Hugo.
dang it, damn it, Hugo. And then gets your friend killed.
What?
Here's like
Mm.
possessed Hugo or whatever, brainwashed Hugo. I guess he's given himself over to the macula, whatever that means.
I was
Whatever
gonna
that,
say, what does that mean?
we don't even know what the macula is.
They didn't explain it or even hint at anything?
It's a thing
It's
that
a
helps him
thing.
control rats and it's in his blood.
It's weird.
It's very weird. So Hugo comes with Executioner. There's thresholds, and I guess maybe killing Amicia will help him pass the next threshold. Don't ask me what that means. It's like
I was
another
just about to.
it's another level of experience so he can learn a new trick, maybe.
Sounds like a cult. Like you have to go up through the levels and like make sacrifices and give them money to like learn this super powerful knowledge that is the culty stuff. That's what it reminds me of.
My husband says, think of it as levels of cancer.
Oh gosh.
It's infecting him, and but in infecting him gives him powers of
Huh.
controlling rats. But yeah, but there's like this weird part, and to this day, like I think they try to use this moment for the second game, but it's still really weird to me. It's weird because Hugo is like gonna kill Amicia, and so here he is being creepy, possessed.
If they take him out, will the rats go away?
Maybe. We don't know. Like in this first game, I have no idea.
Why don't they leave like the area? You know what I
They
mean?
ran and I mean they've run pretty far from home at this point and the rats are still there. They're all
Because
over
of
the
him.
place. They burst out of the ground as well. So like you could be
Ew,
in a peaceful place and then a big rumble and then rats burst out.
gross.
Yeah, but going out. So here he is, and then here she is all sad, willing to sacrifice herself for her brother. And then
Ugh,
he's able to overpower the macula by the love of his sister. But I mean, that's pretty
okay.
sweet.
So none of them got bit?
No, none of them are bit. And to be honest,
God
like,
damn.
yeah, this is where I hated Hugo. At this point, I hate Hugo. He got Arthur
Why did
killed.
he bring that guy?
Oh, the guy brought him.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. Okay.
I
I
hated
forgot.
this
I was
week's
like, why is he here
topic.
again?
This whole scene confused me because it's like, what the F, Hugo? Are you freaking kidding me? You're so mad at me, like about lying about mom that you're gonna freaking kill me. I don't care if the macula's taking you over. Like, stop it. Made me mad.
Hugo's too damn short to be acting like that.
Napoleon syndrome here.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we get to take out the executioner, and then we're left like with the final phase, and that's going back, facing the Pope, and getting our mom back, figuring out all that. So that's the next step of our journey.
So the mom is still
Yes,
in
the mom is
for
still
the
being held
prison?
hostage.
Okay.
So I'll do game explaining here, and then I'll tell you my overall thoughts on the game and everything. But so we're on our way to get the mom, and then we already lost one friend who's Arthur, and then here we lose our next boy, which is Roderick, and I like him, but he kind of scares me. He's kind of creepy. He just breaks soldiers' necks, and sometimes he'll be
Oh.
like, "Whoa, I liked that," and it's like, let's not. Let's not say that out loud. I want to
It's an
like
inside thought.
let's keep those thoughts to ourselves. You're scaring me, Roderick. But then he dies. Like he sacrifices himself for us. And I was really sad. Like I don't want to lose any friends. I'm already mad
Well,
about
and
our
I
next.
mean, like, for Hugo, why?
Well, I can see like Roderick at least likes Amicia because like he's lived with her for a while in that palace with all the buddies. Like while Hugo was gone, they've made their little home and family together. So it's not just really for Hugo, it's for Amicia. At least
Okay,
that's what
that
I'm
makes
going
sense.
with. If someone else wants to say it's for Hugo, that's their opinion. But I mean, he made friendships with these people, being Amicia one of them, and he knows that Amicia cares for her brother. So we go our way, we find our mom in the chapel with the Pope, and it's like Amicia and Hugo working together. So Hugo can control the rats, but now we know that the Pope can control the rats as well. He's got his own white rats that he can control. Or Hugo's going to work together with Amicia using his rats, and Hugo and Amicia is going to use her alchemy powers, where we have
Oh,
to
what's the, sorry, what was the reason that the Pope is using the rats again? You told me, I just can't remember.
he's evil.
Oh, okay.
If you can control rats, I mean, why not, right?
I guess.
Well, so our final ending is to hit this Pope in the head 3 times with a rock, which normally, like with a soldier, you could do it once, but with an old man, it takes 3 times.
Well, he has his popey powers.
That's true.
The power of his popiness is protecting him.
The power of his popiness.
Yes, his popey hat. It's got special helmet
Oh,
powers.
I didn't think about that. His popey hat. That makes sense. Now it's all making
Oh,
sense.
he's so spooky. Ew. So is he like the kid's dad or something?
We thought that too. I don't know.
Because why is he like obsessed with the mom and has her in a cage and all that? I'm just kidding. Ew, what is he doing?
He's collecting his rats. Yeah, I mean, the thing that's so weird
Ew.
is I think there was a lot of ideas with this game that will never be explained, will be tossed out, because, like, there's definitely something between the Pope and Hugo. Like, they're related somehow, but you know what? Like, forget that idea. I know we set it up. We set it up where the mom had like a weird cure. We set it up with like weird pregnant mom. They set up like a whole story that you will not see in game number two.
Do you think it's like a weird Catholic symbolism thing with like her being pregnant with him, like with the whole Virgin Mary pregnant pictures they do, like
Oh,
with him being like a
I
Jesus
don't
figure, kind of like because they do that a lot, like loosely with
know.
Catholic
You
imagery.
know,
I'm wondering.
you know what? Like, I want us to remember that because that I think you're onto something with it right there. I just can't say the next thing just yet. But
Oh, okay.
you're probably right. Like, I did not think about that. That's really disgusting and creeps me out. absolutely. I think they probably had an idea with that. They tossed out the one you're saying, but we'll get to that imagery later on. My husband's giving me commentary. Like he deep dived into this game. My gosh.
Because he hated it or because he like didn't wanted to understand it or like I'm curious. Did he like it?
We liked the first game.
Okay.
Well, here, so I'll wrap this part up and then I'll do like the last commentary. So he wants you to see the Pope's face, right, when he
Okay.
dies.
Ew.
You don't like that?
Ew. Ew. The way he turned his head. Why is he just staring?
Yeah, it's creepy, right?
What's wrong with the kid? Look away. Who wants to see that?
I guess he does.
That
So
was weird.
that's basically the end. And then like you see them being happy together afterwards. Melly goes her own way and Hugo's like, is she mad at me? And he's like, no, but I totally would be. I would be pissed. Oh, it's 1,300 friends. That was 1,800. 1,300 friends. Oh my gosh. It's even further back. But Lucas stays with them, and I'm so happy about that because I loved Lucas, and he comes into the next game too. But like it seems happy. There's obviously like a little bit of like the soldiers are looking for a boy and a girl type thing, so it kind of leaves you with that mystery of oh, why do they still want us? Why are they looking for us? But everything seems pretty
Yeah.
peaceful. We want to go to a fair. There's no more rats. This is good news, yeah?
Is it?
I mean, even, yes,
Okay, good.
it ends pretty happy where I think you feel pretty satisfied with the ending.
So when the Pope dies, the rats aren't like a problem anymore.
Yes, and I think it's also like
Good.
Hugo can
Okay.
control his powers. I think he took like that potion that the mom had set up for him that seemed to help him with his headaches and his blood or whatever. And then again, like it's probably
Okay.
whatever she was testing on her subjects because the rats left the subjects alone. So things seem pretty good.
Yeah.
It ended well. My overall thoughts on the game are like it was really tedious with all those things, all the slingshotting, all the sneaking. It was really frustrating. But to be honest,
Yeah.
like after I stopped playing it for a while, and then even like when I went into number two, I realized that the things I didn't really like at first about the game are what I think made it very special because it is really hard.
Okay.
You are a small girl that has to go up against like soldiers and everything. You have to be smart. You need to be
Yeah.
tactical. You have to kind of really think about your steps. We've died so many times playing this game because it's like, oh my gosh, I gotta move faster with this stupid slingshot, or I should sneak past this guard instead. So you have to be clever, which I liked that.
Yeah. It's more realistic.
Like there was a lot of challenges at times too that were just like you felt so relieved when it was over. Like just times where guards are just charging at you and you have to be quick with your thing or like you have to I mean it'd be hard because there's times like you have a rock and then you have to quickly move to like put out a guard that's holding fire so that the rats can eat him. So you have to be quick
Oh,
with switching between fire, rock, fire put out or whatever. And
you have to think quick. Yeah.
you have to think quick. And so it was my brain hurt at times at the end. Like
Oh no.
but I think that's what makes this game stand out as well. And like I said, like Amici and Hugo at times were really frustrating. Like their attitudes bugged me, but I think they captured children very well. I
Right.
think like I'm not this isn't going to be any spoilers, but like I remember when playing Claire Obscure, I hated Mael. Like she annoyed me. She was so annoying to me. But I remember like a
Oh, is
certain
she the
part.
beret girl?
She is the beret girl, the redhead, yeah, the little
Yeah.
girl. She just drove me nuts. I hated her attitude. But I also remember like there was a certain time in the game where I was like, I know I keep telling you, I was telling my husband, I was like, I know I keep saying that I don't like Mael and I don't, but I think that's what I really like about her as well. I think she's so well written. She's a 16-year-old. Like she's annoying and she's kind of a
Yeah.
know-it-all at times with things. And I remember like it's a
Yeah.
part that you got to because you found her, but she's like, "Oh, those gestural. Oh my gosh." It's like, "Mael, shut up. You have been here as long as we
I
have.
know.
You don't know these gestural like
Yeah, he's always saying stuff. I remember that one time. So just got here.
we're all buddies kind of attitude. Like she bugged
I
me.
know, and she's kind of like bossy. I wanted to be like, girls, like calm down. Please shut up. Cut it
Exactly.
out.
No, she annoyed me, but I was like, she's so well written
Yeah.
because I'm sure I was like that as a 16-year-old girl, like annoying and know-it-all. And I think that is so well done. And that's how I feel with Amicia. I think she's a 15-year-old girl, and I think they wrote that well. One thing, Amicia has a very thick French accent. They all have very French accents, and her voice is very feminine. She's got a very feminine
Aw.
and soft French voice. I really liked it. I mean, there's times like, you hear an accent and you kind of copy it or whatever. So I would copy her French accent a bit, like playing around with it because it's just funny to me. And there's times where it's like, I don't know what you just said. Your accent's so thick. But
Aw.
I liked it's a French game. She should have a French accent. And the music in this
Right.
is really good too. I love the music, but there's times where like it's all strings in the first game. There was this time where Roderick was talking to me. I was like, I can't hear you, Roderick. Like the violins are too loud. It's just so loud.
That's why I always, every single, no matter what game it is, I always go to the settings first thing and turn down the music to like 50% because it's just too much.
But I liked it. It was just certain times like, oh, and they whisper. So in the game, it's a lot of whispering. So you whisper and then you hear a big old like wee, wee noise, and it's like, I can't hear. But the whispering, what I'm saying right now, will be very important later on for the second game. So in this game, you have to be very
Okay.
quiet and stealthy. And again, Amicia's voice is soft and feminine. And it's like after playing the second game, I appreciated the first one so much more as well.
Right.
Despite the things I didn't like, I think the my biggest downfall for the game, the level design, like just how it's played out, you're kind of forced to go these places. There's times, you can go down an alley or whatever and open a chest, but it's like, that's it. That concludes so far game one.
That's super interesting, but also very confusing at the same
Yeah.
time.
I mean, I think the thing is like the first game, it is what it is. You have your mission, protect your brother, and then Amicia also wants to heal her brother, so she goes out of her way to find a cure for him. And then
Right.
she does find a cure for him. She does. He drinks that drink and it helps suppress and control him or whatever, help him control himself or whatever. But and it has its bad guy. It's got your Pope that you got to take out. It's not the
It just
best
seems
bad
so
guy.
random.
Yeah, I loved having the friends. I loved Lucas. I loved Melly. And I mean like there was like a commentary where someone like didn't care about Arthur being killed and I wanted to punch them through the screen because it's like how dare you? I know we only got 5 seconds of Arthur, but I love him. You leave him alone.
Aw.
He helped save us. Like how dare you? You're ungrateful.
You have no soul.
Exactly. Arthur is great. Hush your mouth. All right, but that concludes this one. I'm excited to tell you about number two. Oh, one more thing. You know that person that I talk about that scares me, the narcissist in my
Yes.
life? I have his or her theme song with this game. It's going to be two songs.
What do you mean? I have to hear it.
Is just
Okay.
this sound. So do you remember that time where I said that certain thing and I told you like the air in the room changed?
Yes.
Okay, it
Okay.
sounded
I'm
like
gonna.
this.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's eerie. Ugh. Especially with. Ah, no! Oh my God! When it gets shrill, that and it scared me. Oh, that's so dark.
Right?
We rant and rave like podcast fairy queens.